Hello, all of you beautiful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Big Ambitions. And we also have Whiskers down there in the bottom left working on art. And it is TF Tuesday, so we're using the TF Talkies. By all means, transform me to your heart's content, everyone. But let's get into the game here. So Ingrid has made an attack by, well, sort of attack, by reducing their prices on certain products to try and drive me out. I'm going to respond by hitting them where their income is. That being fruits and veggies. Ah, you won't let me rent this. Okay. This is a different, neighborhood, so I can't really do that. Claudia
Could
won't...
I recommend a series of mysterious, unexplained arsons?
Well, Lanny's not here. Otherwise, I would say yes, absolutely, let's go for it. Well, I guess we'll take this store. There are 5 competitors in the neighborhood. I think I can handle that. Yeah, we'll call it natural foods. Why not? Marketing. We'll come back to that. This will be a 24/7, at least to start. So we are going to need a lot of employees. So 4 hours for those. Hmm. Oh, right. I forgot I lost a lot of money from the gambling. Oops. Hey, what? Where's that bank? It's this, right? It'll open at 10 a.m. Alright.
There we go. HR managers are like buying yourself more hours every day. Hey, kid, you gotta excuse me. I got an important golf lesson. Go make some millions, and I'll get back to you later.
Alright, so we're gonna go hang out in our apartment for a while. Oh, right. My fridge is empty. I need to go clean stuff out of my truck here. Put the food in there. We'll put that there. Actually, all of those might be needed for this store. We should only need one speaker for it. Alright, there we go. I need more exercising. Eat some food. What do you all want? You want insurance. You want insurance. You want insurance. How dare you ask for insurance? Fine. Alright, so bronze. Got all of you there. We're still not actually paying more for the bronze health insurance with this. So that's fine with me. Same goes for the silver. And you... We are now paying extra for gold. That is unfortunate. But now everybody's assigned to an actual HR manager, so we can get training and such done. Hooray! Let's go play video games for 6 hours. Or 5 hours, whatever. And we'll take a 2-hour nap. There we go. Onwards to the bank. Vroom vroom. Okay, fine. I'll wait for the red light. Ugh. You're taking way too long. I'm going around. Hello there, Van Tanderbank. Will you give me another loan? Let's go for 150,000. See what they say. Oh, cool. That is very wonderful. Alright, where's the, since we got that done, let's, go for interior installation. Oh, there's a few of those. Ah, apparently you do a home stuff. And you do offices, so alright. $21 hours? Really? Why are you closed? Oh, right, it's Sunday. Ugh. Fine. I guess we'll just chill out and hang out at home for the day. Headhunters, let's get you guys going. So we can just do one checkout counter. Cool. So headhunter. No part-time. So we're going to need 3 of those. I really should go get a new apartment, though. The current one's rather small. I rear-ended them. That is damage to my vehicle. Seriously, people, do you not know that yellow means speed up? It's like they've never driven. Yeah, we got time for that. Wait, what's wrong over there? Oh, you want bronze health insurance. Okay. Due to a lack of stock in Warehouse 13, the following items cannot be delivered. That's fine. Speaking of, I should probably go... logistics... No, purchasing agents. Alright, let's eat some food. And sleep. I wish I could have my delivery drivers just, you know, bring me food to my house. You know, I got all these businesses and all this food sitting in my warehouse. Why can't I just have them auto restock my fridge at home?
You truly are turning into a bougie.
A what?
A bougie. A member of the bourgeois.
What? Just because I want to have my employee do work for me? They're being paid.
You are demanding employment of a servant class to do your bidding?
They're being paid. Also, I hope that they tone down the green of these trees at some points. Right now, they all look radioactive with just how green they are. Oh, right. I should probably check what size that is.
I mean, they might be radioactive for all the nuclear waste that you've been disposing improperly of in your capitalistic pursuit to take over New York.
I have been doing no such thing. I am offended. Offended, I say. I know what I'm gonna do with this place.
What kind of Pokemon is offended?
Great question. Yeah, we'll go with the sky one. Woo! I can afford it! But we're actually going to change the name of this business to Rise Red Rockets.
Oh, is it an apple stand?
Yeah, it's a fruit and veggie store.
Okay, so like earlier this week, I had like I had one of those days where, you know, you're like half asleep but also half awake, and you're just having delirious fever dream thoughts that are just going all over the place. And in that time, the Bearmon character that I've been slowly fiddling with, I just kind of came up with the personality trait that he just won't shut up about apples and will go on and on and on about the chart of you know, tart versus sweetness and crispiness versus softness, and the various uses and applicability of those charts of apple types.
Okay. Should I be concerned?
Not really. It's just that, you know, whenever I come up with ideas like this, specifically regarding apples, it's always going to culminate in a red rocket joke.
Fair enough. Mwah.
For anyone that isn't aware, a rocket is a type of apple, and it's very red. So I call it a red rocket.
Oh yeah, I guess we didn't explain that today. Alright. So now we're just gonna chill at home for the rest of the day. Woo, they finished! Now you want insurance. Ugh. Hey, Val, what's up? Okay. Very nice. Very nice.
So like basically, if you didn't know, like if if you want to eat an apple, you're generally going to want something that's like not too firm because then it's going to be kind of annoying to just eat it. Of course, ripeness plays a role into all of this, but your preference of tartness versus sweetness is up to personal taste. So, the classics like Pink Lady and Granny Smith, they're a little bit tart and they're a little bit firm, but they're really good for just eating as is. But those are also really good apples for baking because you want a tart apple for baking rather than a sweet apple. The reason being, you're already using a whole bunch of sugars uh, in most baking foods that you're creating, like an apple pie, for example. Um, so if you use an apple that's too sweet, all it's going to do is just kind of break down and not really contribute to the overall flavor of the pie. But if you use something that's more tart, then it'll help bring out a lot of the more subtle flavors of the pie overall. If your apple is too soft, for or if it's on the softer side, what happens when you try to bake it is it breaks down in consistency and just turns into like this kind of nasty mush. So that's why you want something that's a little bit more tart. Honey crisps are a great apple for both baking and eating. It's one of the reasons why they're one of the more popular types of apples. Um, but if you're trying to make an applesauce, then it's okay to use a much softer apple. So like a Brayburn, for example, would be great for applesauces because that'll actually break down much more substantially in the process of boiling it. Um, because applesauces are basically mush anyway. So why not?
These have been Apple Facts with your local Bread Panda. Mwah.
Anyway, what I'm saying is that Red Rockets are the best because they are the perfect amount of firmness and the perfect amount of sweetness. You should have more Red Rockets in your mouth. I personally kind of despise Granny Smith, though. It's kind of overused, especially when you consider the sour green apple flavor that a lot of places use. I kind of have the sort of negative connotation to it that a lot of people get with, you know, uh, cough medicine and the artificial grape flavor and stuff like that. That's how I feel about Granny Smith apples. I also, they're just so basic and boring. There's so many better apples for that purpose. Like, give me a Pink Lady over a Granny Smith any day of the week. And the name is so unappealing too. Like, ew. Cosmic apples are very good too. That's a wonderful choice. Very delicious. They're very crispy. So, uh, probably fine for baking. I imagine they make a great roasting apple though.
Sure.
What?
I'm just gonna pretend I understood any of that.
What's your favorite type of apple?
I don't think I have one.
How dare you? I mean, I guess that's a better answer than telling me that it's Red Delicious. That would be an insult.
I will definitely say I'm not too fond of Red Delicious.
No one is. Red Delicious is only good as a table setting. Those are decoration apples.
Whiskers doesn't like apples. But I will ask this, Whiskers. How many different apples have you had?
Whiskers is a ghost. I don't think Whiskers is capable of imbibing in apples.
Wait, no. He's probably capable, but clearly he prefers limes over apples. Oh yeah, pears. Pears work. That also explains the green coloring.
Pears are fine. I don't have as much experience with pears, but I do like I've had a good ripe Bartlett pear before, and that was enjoyable.
Alright, the name has been changed.
I think people kind of get a little bit turned off on pears because most people only experience pears in like mixed fruit cups, which is like the most basic ass boring kind of pear you can possibly have. When pears have a whole lot of variety, just like apples do.
Now I need to find your ref sheet.
It is literally pinned.
It was not pinned. Well, he's not on Telegram. But I did find it.
It's not pinned on Telegram because it took the longest time before you actually started talking to me on Telegram. You goober.
All right.
Anyway, this huge rant to say, do you think Asher would like a red rocket?
Possibly.
I think we stopped selling red rockets, or otherwise I would, at FM, I would actually look into getting some red rockets for us. But I think they're out of season at this point. Maybe I'll get some cosmics though. I think we're still selling cosmics. See, so my recommendation for anyone that hasn't really experienced many kinds of apples and, you know, is actually hearing this and is like, there's a lot of variety to apples. Maybe I should give it a try. The two I would recommend to start with is get a Pink Lady as your tartness profile and get a Gala as your sweet profile. Those are both very common types. You should be able to find them at pretty much any store. And they are both some of my favorite apples. Obviously, if you can find a rocket apple, I highly recommend a rocket apple. I haven't seen them in a while. I'm pretty sure they're out of season. I don't keep track of that.
There. And the logo's done. Save. I think I'll get rid of the second cleaning station. For now, paste all days. One moment, everybody. Just doing a little bit of auto manager things. Alright, everybody out there, if you would like a talkie icon, Whiskers is open for a commission. Or a sticker or something. Something small. Right, Jin, you have fan art. I'm sending it to you. And I'll bring it up on stream. But yeah, Whiskers would like something smaller to work on at this point. So if anyone would like a smaller commission, please let me know.
I will clarify. The best apple I've ever had was some crazy hybrid import that came from Japan that I don't remember the name of. I have no idea what it was. We got it exactly once, and it was like $5 an apple, and it was delicious. But I'll never know what apple that was. So at this point, I've just accepted that it doesn't exist, and I just had a fever dream about it.
Hey, Blue Bat, you want a commission? Whiskers is open for an icon or sticker. Fair enough, Blue Bat. Fair enough. I don't know if they will even sell any soda cans there because that's not on the list, but that's also built in for them to be able to do so. So I guess we'll find out what happens if I order that or put that in there for sale. Oi! I'm driving here! Oh wait, this isn't the place I need for this. I need to go elsewhere. You are what I want. And now to pick up a huge amount of product crates. Let's see, we're getting 4 of those, so we need 4 product crates each. This is gonna be so much stuff being moved back and forth. Add to storage, leave that there. And thankfully there's no theft, so I could just leave the other 2 hand trucks right there. Alright, got all that in place. We are gonna have far more of those than we need. But it'll be fine. Alright, let's go pick up the rest of those. And of course, give kisses to the Rajan. Mwah.
Mwah.
And back over. I'm stuck behind this guy. Nope, we can't. Get around. Whoosh. All right. We are definitely going to have to be sure to arrange things properly with this place. You know, make sure that we have a lot of cargo coming in. Because otherwise people are going to be whining about how I'm going to have so many of these notifications. Just so many of them. Because it doesn't matter if I've got plenty of stock between the other product crates. What matters is that that one does not have enough to fill it. Alright, apples. Apples. Pears. Pears. Banana. Banana. Carrot. Carrot. Lettuce. Lettuce. Tomato. And tomato. Wait, is that really it? Oh, it is. Huh. Nope, this is fine. I can work with this. We'll leave this in the back. Right, I was gonna get rid of the cleaning station. And that can go there. We'll leave this stored back here as well. There. That works. Alright, we're gonna need 2 more. Two full-time, or 2 part-time customer service agents. And that'll be good for that business. Oh, right. I was gonna do one more thing. Palette tool. Can't forget to color it after Raijin. color 3. It's just white. Wait, no, that's the bottom part. So this will be white. Then color 3. We'll go with that. Then eyedropper to put that on everything. Except for the cash registers, because I've discovered those look terrible with that. Hi, Jin.
Awesome.
Mwah. Oh, you want a meeting table at the office? Ugh. Fine. But you're not getting any chairs for it. I am rather jealous of the fancy signs that my competitors are able to have versus the simplicity that mine have. At the least, I want the logo on there. Like, come on. Well, I mean, they could not deliver everything I wanted, but they delivered enough. $335, $255. All right. What do I sell my salads for? Oh, I guess I matched that price. Fair enough. And we are open. Oh, I guess just the cameras are enough for here? Neat. Alright, we need to go head home. I think, oh no. My coffee shop marks the corner. The turn. Yay for auto park, because there would be no way I could park in that otherwise. Alrighty. And now for us to go sit in our new shop and see what people think of prices so I can adjust. Either way, we're going to be making bank off of this. Like, that stuff is so freaking cheap. Hello, thank you for coming to my store. Right, I forgot uniforms. Oh, right, I should also do some marketing. Rise red rockets, medium. Confirm. Bizman. Settings. I'm not liking the price for the bag of carrots or the pears. Okay. $2.50 for carrots. Pears. $2.95. Tomatoes are too much. Okay. $2.95. Right, Jin.
Rosin.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Well, I'm not seeing any other complaints about the pricing. Alright, we got some of our gold and silver. That person doesn't have any insurance demand. silver, you and you. And then gold, you three. Well, we are definitely doing well, I think. Did I actually get my headhunters going yet? Okay, yes. Good. Very, very good. Alright, well, I guess now I just kind of chill for a while. I think I might focus on paying off loans for a bit. Because I kind of have a lot of loans. But that way, that would cut out a lot of expenses that I'm paying for daily. Making my life much easier. I'll just do the rounds. TV first. Then I read a book. Also, I should really go check on that, because, well, I did kind of set it for 24 hours, and you. First things first. Assign more donuts. How do we keep running out of donuts? Oh, right. I do need to bump up the jewelry store with the smart watches. That'll probably be what I do next. Ah, that would explain why I'm running out of stuff. I did not actually tell them to resupply. Oops. What have I got here? Alright, put that back in. Do some exercising. Go eat, then sleep. Yeah, we're not going to do that today because I forgot to actually have the order go through, so we'll take whatever money we've got left tomorrow to go set up the smartwatches in the jewelry store. Alright, you two assigned to Rise Red Rockets. And higher. Wait, we're losing money here? That's not good. We'll give it a few more days. It has only been one day. Well, apparently it's considered a successful one. Even though the daily income was negative 33. Oh no, I already set that one properly. Okay. It's the, legal place that I was adjusting. Right. Oh, whoops. Kind of hard to get accurate readings if I accidentally made it closed every day. Yeah, I know your guys' satisfaction is gonna plummet from this, but we'll get you taken care of soon. One more day of working that, and then I'll get you situated. You want a fridge, you want a mouse pad. We'll see. Well, they must be really good donuts because they keep selling out.
Hey Zen,
Yes.
I need a mouse pad.
Oh?
Yeah, I want a mouse pad. Give me a mouse pad. I demand a mouse pad.
We'll see. Hi, Achi. And truck. And these. Is that all that can be sold here? Yes. Alright, we're gonna go buy some smartwatches to put in there for now. Gosh dang it. Smartwatches are up here. Uh-oh. Well, one of them is low stock. But each of these will give me enough to fill both of those boxes, so... Or both of those tables. So I'll be suffering a little on income with this, but... Overall, I think it'll be fine. Ow! Oh, right. I never adjusted pricing in here. Oh, no. Well, I've got no idea how much this would be. So for $199 for that. $1,500 there. So this is $324 currently. Ah, somebody else does sell this. Cool. Set it for $3.99. This doesn't get sold at all in this area, so $4.99. We'll set it for that. See what people pay. We're gonna want to watch that. But hey, we're gonna get much more money now. Seems like the only thing they buy here is the cheap jewelry. But I'm not seeing complaints about the pricing yet. And go into my house. Exercising is not as high as it could be. Eat some food. Get a solid 8 hours. We're out of paper bags? Seriously? Alright, so 6 a.m. is when things start to pick up at the law firm, and then they drop down. However, we do have one customer per hour otherwise. So, one lawyer for until 6 a.m. At which point we want 2. And then 3 at 8. And we want all 4 there by 11. However, the peak is over by, looks like 3 p.m. or 4? Yeah, it's over by 3. So yeah, we'll do that. That'll be the only time that we've got somebody there. You have no hours yet. And then it's like 3 hours that is. So we'll have 3 of them there until 5. So you'll start your shifts there. And then I'll have you come back. For that. Or move to that desk for that period. And then we only need 2 until 9. Or we need 3 until 9, rather. Right? What is... Right, that's the one there, so... Or this is the one. That's where when we've got all three, or three of them, and then there's the 4. We'll have you work a little bit longer, though. So at this time is where I will have the cutoff here. Okay, copy. Oh wait, we need janitors. Right. We're only gonna have the janitors work during the peak. So that time. But that is going to give you 56 hours per week, but we can fix this. Because we can bring other people in on the other days. Oh, I should have done this differently. Do that. Copy, paste every day. There we go. Boom. And then here we'll have you. Here. You. Some of them literally come in for just an hour in the middle of the night. God, I would hate working a job like this. There. All right. Looks like Whiskers is done for the night, so that means I'm going to wrap up as well, everybody. Thank you all so very much for joining us today for Big Ambitions, as well as the rest of the stream. Which, most of it was Big Ambitions anyways. But thank you all so much for joining today. I really appreciate you guys. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more there on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to help out the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, grabbing packs of cards to stream loots, using our Humble Bundle partner link, or just coming by and hanging out. But for now, thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Dude.